Hello guys, here I am. I 4K GSL in the LoC tournament. I just wanted to show my commentary. First of all, this was the first time I need a 4K on command to give my team a chance for overtime, so they could tie, we could get the overtime. Here I chased Devil because, well, it was either FO with 2 watches on Big Boat, so Hell, or Devil 9 Survivor on Weeping, so Hell. So both of them were equally as bad in my head, but I chose Weeping because at least if they're dashing away, they're dashing into a big nothing area, and I can still wax them while they're dashing. Here the reset kind of made me freak out because I was like, oh, 2 rockets. As a wax artist, you definitely don't want the survivor to have so much distance on you. Here I was lucky to get the wax before he dropped the pallet, which would have increased the kite way longer. And here I would have done warp to maybe get an earlier down, but I knew he still had a rocket, and if he pulled it, well, I was out of a warp and I would have potentially gotten kited more. Here my worst nightmare happened. He had another rocket, and on a 4K this looks more like a tie position from the Cypher progress. So I was freaking out here. I was like, not good. 1 Cypher's about to pop. But then I had my saving grace in this share. Not only is this a really good share for hunters, especially good for wax, but I knew that since FO spawned in Big Boat, and here I saw the Cypher shaking Big Boat, I knew, oh, they weren't gonna come. So since Cheerleader popped their Cypher, I wanted to see if Cheerleader was coming for the rescue. I checked here, they weren't coming, so then I went back to wax Acro Cypher. Now here I probably should have just kept pressuring the Acro Cypher to have a better chance, but I saw that the Big Boat Cypher stopped shaking, so I'm like, oh, FO is probably coming. So first I check if Cheerleader is coming, but since I don't get tinnitus, now I go to middle so I can, you know, see if the FO is coming. Here I did see a glimpse of him, of the FO. I don't know why they watched here, probably thought I saw them, but I only saw like a little glimpse. I didn't know where they went after. That's why I was just shooting at the hay and everything. So here no one could make it, so I just left the chair because I knew no one's gonna make it. Here very unfortunately I reacted too slow. They could out the window. I reacted way too slow. And the ciphers are really good. Sorry about that. The ciphers are very, very good. So here I was freaking out, but I think Pearl was lagging here because they paused the deduction. I can't speed this up. So I'll pause for now. Okay guys, so here we come back. Well, on the pause I was thinking I should just block that window so they don't bolt it. They have to go for the pallet, and that's why I waxed the pallets instead. Which honestly, that was a heat of the moment decision. I didn't even think it would work that well, but thankfully it worked. So here the wash ran out. Just got a hit. I saw that they popped, not yet, but here's where I see that they popped the Big Boat Cypher, and I see the other Cypher shaking, so I'm like, oh, if I need the 4K, I have to pressure this Cypher. So here I am, chasing Zeus. I go around the ball, so it doesn't really matter what ball he had used anyways, because, well, I went around it. Here I knew Acros carry flywheel, so I baited it. I don't know how I kept my cool there. With this much pressure, I would have probably just kept going and got in flywheel and then kited tight. But here, I see that Cheer rescued FO, so I'm like, oh, they're gonna come from that side where he rescued. Well, she rescued. And I know FO isn't gonna come because no watches and half health. So I look around, I see that the cheerleader is coming from the other side. I go straight for the cheerleader. Here, I really didn't even think Sheer had flywheel. As you can see, I I went with that hot wax twice. I didn't think they have flywheel. I just didn't want them to shear because I thought they had another shear, which they do right now. So my timing was a little bit off. But at least it worked out for me. Like for Zeus, the flywheel bait was intentional. For shear, it was on accident. So here I know that they cannot rescue. I go to see if the FO is coming from small boat. Once I don't get tinnitus, I go back to search for the cheerleader because I know they're gonna try to pressure the 60% cipher. I see the cheerleader from a distance and I'm like, oh, well, this is a chance for a 4K. Here I do the red light trick. Man, looking back at it, I don't even know how I had all of this in my head. I was probably freaking out inside. I don't know how I kept my cool. Here I didn't want to share. I wanted to just get it closer to the other cipher, which is why I did this very weird routing. But then I'm like, wait, I just saw Pearl leave the cipher. So there's either two choices you can make. They can make, sorry. Go middle or go into shore. And obviously they went into shore because, well, there's a chance for two dungeons to appear close to there. This is where I get tinnitus, and I saw a very small glimpse of Pearl. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't know if it's seeable in the video without the highlights. But I saw a very, very small glimpse of a white shirt. And here's where I got the 4K. So this was very stressful. They were very good. Honestly, it just came down to me somehow keeping my cool, to me making some pretty nice decisions. I'm not trying to glaze myself. This was a a very stressful match. GSL is a very good team, and we tried our best. I'm still proud of my team, and I just wanted to share this with you guys. Well,